PS College of Engineering and sponsored by TechUp 3. Now I request to welcome the today's speaker and academic fraternity for their participation.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, one and all. As Anand told, we are virtually gathered here for a webinar on funded projects proposal writing. And it's a great pleasure of us that from our Dean Office, Research, Dean Research Center, we are organizing the help of TechUp 3. On this occasion, initially I would like to welcome our principal, Dr. H.V. Ravindra, for this webinar. Welcome you, sir.
Thank you.
Dr. Preeta Sharan, Professor, Department of ENC. Dr. Our Anand will give a brief introduction of Madam. Welcome you to this program, Madam. I would like to welcome our Deputy Dean, M.J. Anand, our TechUp Coordinator, Dr. Dinesh Prabhu, for this virtual webinar. Thank you. And we'll go ahead with the introduction. Okay, you can carry on. Thank you. Excuse me. We have almost 113 participants for this webinar. I would like to welcome all the participants from all different colleges. Welcome you all.
Now I'll introduce the speaker, Dr. Sharan. Brief introduction of our speaker, Dr. Preeta Sharan. She has completed master degree from Banaras Hindu University and PhD from IIT Varanasi, and additionally she has completed postdoctorate from IIT Kharagpur in the domain of optical sensor. She has published many papers in reputed journal and conference. I think is having very good citations and H-index and high index. She has visited many countries for the research paper presentation in the domain of the hot domain, that is hot topics, that is nano photonics, optical sensor and quantum dot. She is currently working as professor and research aide in Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, Oxford College of Engineering, Bangalore. She has taken various funded projects from different government agencies such as VGST, DRDO, AICT, RPS, and IEEE USA and Indian Council of Medical Research. I think he got a fund nearly about more than 1 crore. Our area of research includes integrated optics, surface, plasmonic resonance, fiber Bragg grating, and quantum dot. She has also been the various member of the technical bodies like IEEE, ISTE, IETE, IMAPS. She is also a site coordinator of IEEE Bangalore section, India. It is a great pleasure to have you among us today, madam. Thank you. Now I request our dynamic and patron behind this webinar series, our beloved principal, Dr. H.V. Ravindra, to say a few words about the webinar.
Thank you, Anand. Welcome, ma'am. Can you hear me? You're mute, huh? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I welcome all the participants, the guest speaker, Dr. Preeta Sharan, who has done excellent research on nano photonics, optical sensor, and quantum dots. I know that we are not, maybe many are not in that field, but what I want to say for all the participants is, please go through the the proposal, how the proposals are written to get the project, because any faculty member, the important thing is to have at least 1 or 2 research projects so that they can improve their knowledge. So based on this, I request Dr. Preeta Sharan to give in a easy way of how to write the proposal from the literature survey, and how best they are going to come out with what may be the proposed results. That is important. The literature survey and what is the expected outcome. This is the one which the faculty members should understand when they write the paper, when they write the project proposal. With this few words, I welcome Dr. Preeta Sharan for the webinar. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Dr. Preeta Sharan to take over this. Santosh, our presenter.
So I think my PPT is visible. It is visible, sir?
Yes, madam. Visible.
Okay, okay. Okay. So thank you very much for giving me such a wonderful opportunity. And especially I am very thankful to Professor Anand, who was, his continuous effort was there. I think since 3 months, we were deciding which date and how, and today finally it is happening. Thank you, Anand sir. So now the topic of today is how to write the proposal for the funding. So before starting the actual introduction and informal way I will go, first I would like to draw the attention of the researcher who want to do the research and why to do the research, why to get the funding. The important.
Please,
Yeah.
full screen you make, madam.
Okay, I'll do it. It's there, full screen now. This full screen is there?
Yeah, madam. Yeah.
Fine. So first I will tell what is the importance of research. Then I will tell how to write the research proposal. So importance of research, I will just take my own example. So I will tell that I was also like ordinary faculty actually starting. Now also I'm ordinary faculty only. But what makes me little difference is little bit I move in the research field. So you see the benefit when I started in 2011 this research, and I got my first funding agency, Naval Research Board, NRB DRDO, which was 25 lakh. After that, you see the things. You can see here, I have not updated. Eight, I have a patent, I have filed, and my H index is very good, and I-10 index is also very good. And this is old data actually. I have not, now my citation is more actually. So H index is also cross 10, and I-10 index is also 10, which is reasonable good. And Scopus document also you can see that now it reached 89. So these are the benefit, these are the outcomes of the funded project, because we can't file the patent if we don't have the fund. So that each funding agency will have provision to keep the money for the patent also. And these are the country which I travel because of the funding. You can see that traveling to the other country is not difficult, because each time somebody was funded. See now NTU Singapore, when I went, it was funded by, I think everybody should mute. Anand sir, I think mute, everybody should mute. Then I went to Tokyo, Japan, which was funded by WIE, IEEE, and then I went to this Macau for SERB board. It was
Ask
science
the
and
participant
research
to
board.
mute the mic.
So what I am telling that you can see
For a
different
webinar
pictures.
on 100
This
projects
is the
proposal writing. And it's a great pleasure of
I
us
think
that from Dean Office, Research.
it's not muted. Everybody should mute. Now it's okay, sir. Anand sir.
Hello, madam. It's okay, madam, now.
Okay, fine. And these are the few awards which we got because of the research, all because of the research. I have not updated again. So in 1920 again, Light Excellence Award I got from Bangalore section. So many awards and so many fund and so many. These are my research area. So this is my research area includes optical MEMS, then uh, optical network, optical data storage, and quantum dot and biophotonics. These are the research area. And till now 6 PhD I have produced. And these are the funding agency: NRB, DRDO, IEEE, VGST second time again, ICMR, Delhi, and AICT. Ongoing two are there. And now I have written for the Indo-Malaysian project, Indo-Asian. So that will come. So now actual today's talk, I will talk about the how to get the research funding. And so this is the introduction. So what I will tell first, I will introduce that what are the possibility of getting the fund from the government funding agency. So basically research funding is a term generally covering any funding from scientific research in the area of both science as well as in technology. So science department as well as technology, both the department will able to get the funding. So there are two type of research funding. One is from the private industry and other is from the government industry. So government funding we will come to know, because time to time in our college or in our organization this circular will come. So easily we can apply. But it is not like that. Some private industry like Infosys, Wipro, they all are having some percentage of the fund which is kept for the humanitarian project. So uh, so I have brought to this information to you that Infosys is also giving a fund which is also around 50 lakh. And if but your project should be related to the humanitarian background, it means it should serve the society. So total research funding in most of the developed country is lying between 1.5% to 3% of the GDP. So you see that actually it is not very high, but in that only we have to compete ourselves, and we have to get the funding from the government as well as from the private funding agency. Now I will talk about the government funding agency. So many government of developed country provide considerably fund for scientific research as well as social science research. It's not like that only science and technology will get the funding. Funding is also available for the MBA background, for the other arts background people. So it's not like only so much of this is not intended to provide concrete result. So what actually funding agency are giving fund to us, we are lucky and we are fortunate in terms of, I'll tell you, some private funding agency want you have to make a device and you have to make a product, whereas government funding agency, what they are interested, what they are looking for. When in 2011 I got the fund, the title of my project was Modeling and Simulation of Fiber Brag Gratting for Naval Application for Indian Navy. See that jamana in 2011 they were giving fund for simulation also. So why actually they gave the fund? What they will do? What they will get benefit? They are saying no, we are not getting benefit. But the thing is, you will have the infrastructure in your college, and out of that, some of the PhD should be produced, and whatever the results, model and simulation result came, which they will attach the the principal investigator, like I was principal investigator with some lab. So I was attached with the Kerala NIOT lab. So what will happen? NIOT lab Chennai also I went, and I have given my simulation result to the scientist, which they in turn try it for the hardware. So the thing is that they are not much forcing us to give a deliverable which will be commercialized. This is the best thing being in a education sector. Whereas a person who is working in a company, suppose some person is working in a company and they will also apply for BIRAC fund or any other fund, they want, then their expectation is different. But since we are from the academic background, we have this advantage that they will not force us that you have to make a product, ready-made product, which is ready for the sell. Okay, so this is the meaning of this. Okay, so most university research is aimed at gaining publication and peer-reviewed academic journal. So this is also very good that we can able to publish the paper, and we will make a prototype. Now look at this slide, you'll see. So Asia, in Asia, these many funding agencies are there as a whole, total. Further, one I will explain. So only two I will explain today. So in Asia, you see that in Asian country, like India is one of the Asian country. So AICT is the best one. Then CSIR, everybody know. Then DRDO, then DAE, Department of Atomic Energy, then these and all are not related to us, but I have copied. And DBT, Department of Biotechnology, coal mines also is giving, earth science also giving, and DST, many people are getting DST, then DSIR, then ICMR, which I got already, and I finished also. ICMR now, everybody know because of Corona ICMR. That time when I got in 2020, okay, so it was not so popular. And then Indian Meteorological Department, you see, is still not finished. ISRO, ISRO will give, ISRO Bangalore is giving fund for academic institution up to 30 lakh. Then Ministry of Communication and Information, the Ministry of Environment Science, Food Processing. So many you can see that. UGC is also giving. So this many fund are available. Only thing is that people are not there to write the correct proposal. So you can see the number of enormous. Now I will go in detail. You will be surprised that funding is so much. Why we have not applied till now? You see now, AICT, great. AICT is the first because all our college is under AICT. So about AICT, no need to say much about that. Everybody know that. So you see now, this is important. When we now also advertisement is there, call for proposal is there right now. Last date is 30th November, so people can apply again. RPS, STTP, all, uh, everything it came actually once again. Hmm, you can apply for FDP. Many are there. So you see that this many fund very carefully, you see, because you have to apply today only. Many people will apply. I know that. Okay, so you see, first is uh, career award for young teacher. So they have given age limit 35. Again, I will go below this also. Under this heading also I will tell you. Then EDC, entrepreneur self. Okay. Then emeritus fellowship. Then you see mod drop many colleges got, I think. Then NAF ETC. Then RPS I only got. And many other people also got. Then if you want to do some seminar grant is there. If you want to travel grant is also there. Then National Doctoral Fellowship Scheme, NDF is also there. Means those who are pursuing PhD, even they can apply. And now, what is the rule? How to apply next? Then this is also there under AQIS. You can do summer winter school if you want to go. People are coming to Indian Institute of Science. They can apply before, and they will also get the funding for travel to stay in Bangalore. People are doing this. Even I told my student who was in Delhi, he came and he has got this. And e-learning center, research park, innovation promotion scheme, project center for technical education, skill and personality development, then visiting professor. Even people can do visiting professor. They can apply AICT, INE, and for the girl child also it is there possible. And scholarship scheme for the different means special child, some handicap. Now you see one by one. Now, one by one, for Young Teacher Award. So, what is the objective of this? Why people will apply for Young Teacher Award? You see, the scheme promote young talented teacher for advancing their professional growth by enabling them to devote maximum time in research and study with minimum teaching responsibility. So whoever will get this award, automatically rule is telling, I am not telling, your principal is not telling, they are telling that they will give the teaching responsibility less the moment person will be selected under CAYT. What is the eligibility? Eligibility is very simple. Full-time regular faculty of AICTE approved college. Age limit is important, 35. Okay. And duration of the project is 3 year. And limit of funding is 9 lakh.
Just search
And
for Monday anything is because this week I didn't attend. We require anything is there in our search. For such problems, hidden
I think somebody is talking.
So there are advantages
Please
and
mute Anand sir.
both varieties of models. Okay. Now, use of 5
Hello?
all of us, we are all listening about deep learning.
Hello Anand sir.
They are
So please mute. I
Madam,
request everybody to mute.
I have informed them to mute, madam.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the funding for the faculty who are doing the PhD, and age is less than 35 year, and funding amount will be 9 lakh. Then Emeritus Fellowship. Emeritus Fellowship will be given for highly qualified and experienced superannuated professor. Superannuated professor means after retirement also, okay, if they are in the government job, it's written very clear cut. You see that. What are the colleges? AICT approved institution, university department imparting uh, technical education, excluding MHRD funded institute. Means excluding this IIT, IIS, anyway they will get. Okay, so excluding this, not including, they are telling. Okay, in stimulating and achieving excellence in technical education, that is in engineering and technology, architecture, town planning, any department, you see that, pharmacy, you see arts. So this all we can apply, means we are eligible to apply for emeritus fellowship. Eligibility is very nominal. Again, AICT approved institute, and the awardee must be a superannuated professor and a research from this, and only applicable to institute offering PG program. For here, very important thing to understand, PG program should be there. Otherwise, funding is difficult. Many places they are stopping you if PG program is not there. Then next one is Entrepreneurs Development Cell, EDC. For EDC, 10 lakh AICT is giving. So if you want to start entrepreneur cell in your college, then you have to apply. And for like here I have written duration of the project 2 year, and the coordinator will be full-time regular faculty, and you have to apply for the 10 lakh. And what is the minimum infrastructure is required? It is given in the website.
ಹೌದು ಅದು ಕೇಳಬೇಕು ಅದು ಕೇಳಬೇಕು
Then mod drop, everyone know it is for the infrastructure of the lab, infrastructure of the teaching classroom. So mod drop people are writing for the various domain, somebody is writing for, for antenna lab, they want, for VLSI lab, they want extra equipment. We can do out of the course also. It is the wrong notion that we can apply only for our subject curriculum related mod drop. Mod drop can be written like in my photonics if I am interested, which is not in the regular course, or quantum dot, quantum computing. We want, what are the instrument we want for the up to 15 lakh they are helping AICT. Then this is for the National Facility in Engineering and Technology with industrial collaboration. This is very, very interesting. This also they have newly added. AICT launch, please mute. AICT launched a scheme of National Facility in Engineering and Technology with industry collaboration aimed at establishment of national facility in the frontier area of engineering and technology. So what is happening now? What will happen? AICT, see here, AICT will give seed grant of 50 lakh to prepare the detailed project report for setting up of NAFETIC, means with the industry in emerging or thirst area of engineering and technology with matching grant from the industry of which 15% may be recurring. So what is happening now? This is very, very important. Even in BIRAC, they're asking with which industry you have done the collaboration. So if we will not able to give the industry partner, then we cannot write the proposal. So it is very important. So when we are doing the industry partnership, okay, then AICT is helping us by giving the seed grant of 50 lakh. By with the help of this 50 lakh, we can able to collaborate and we can able to give some space to the that particular company so that we can innovate in our college only. Next scheme is for the seminar grant. Suppose if somebody want to do the seminar and they want to call other college faculty, then for that eligibility is the one coordinator should be there who will write the proposal for the seminar to get the seminar grant, and coordinator must be a full-time regular faculty with some experience, and maximum two proposal per institute per year, including sanctioned but not completed, would be considered. It means per college, suppose Oxford College want to write the this scheme of seminar grant, so two proposal only will be sent from this college. This is this in this way it is. So they will restrict that each college will have only two proposal for this, because many people will apply for seminar grant, and the duration will be 6 months from the date of approval, and funding will be 2 lakh and 3 lakh. 2 lakh for the national conference and 3 lakh if you are organizing international conference in your campus. Then NDF, this is for the National Doctoral Fellowship Scheme. So what is this National Doctoral Fellowship Scheme? To attract highly qualified and motivated candidate to pursue doctoral degree and offer themselves for teaching position in the technical education system. It is like a JRF, SRF was there. So to provide research support to bring young candidate, those who have not started, they can think over this. Bright young candidate for pursuing exciting and innovative research in the field of technical education. So who can enroll and where they can enroll? Who will get this NDF? Applicant enroll for PhD in AICT approved institute. So they can apply for IITs, NITs, IASC, IIM, BARC, TIFR, Tata Institute of Fundamental Research, DRDO, and ICER, Bhopal. So these are the government lab, and age limit is also there. The faculty who are uh, young age, means less than 35-year age, they can apply, but they should have, they must have GATE scorecard or CMAT or CAT. For MBA, we know that. And duration of the project, so government will fund up to, see total funding 13.65. So you see that 4-year funding, okay, and limit is also there. In that funding, they can travel to the country, travel grant will be there. They can publish the paper, registration fees towards the registration. So all those type of benefits will be given by AICTE. Then RPS, which we are doing till now, fund has not come. So already I started this, only sanction letter came, RPS to me. So in RPS, research promotion scheme, this is maximum funding is 25 lakh, okay, and one proposal from one PI will be sanctioned at any point of time. It means if already I am having sanctioned one now recently, now again in 2020 I saw it came in advertisement, but I am not eligible because one proposal from one PI will be sanctioned, and these are the criteria people should have, okay, full time regular faculty and all, and 3 year of funding. Okay, so 3 year of funding. So what is my experience? With my experience, I can talk about RPS, and okay, I will talk this next section. I am going to talk how to write the proposal. That time I will tell that how I have written for RPS so that it will be more benefit. Now, quickly I want to go that what are the scheme actually. Then this is for the Industry Institute Partnership Cell, IIPC. So you see that this is the objective of IIPC is to reduce the gap between industry expectation and the academic body by direct involvement of the industry to attain a symbiosis. So what happened nowadays in many autonomous college, industry people are coming and they are also taking the class. So what will happen? You will, if you will approach to AICT and if you will write about IIPC fund, then what will happen? You can start one curriculum, and based on that, you 2 year project will be there, and limit of funding is 15 lakh maximum. So what they are writing maximum, they are not giving. For example, I wrote for 20 lakh, but I got 16 lakh. Okay, so by they will evaluate and they will cut. Okay, so that here no, we are not interested. If recurring amount is more, so we are not interested to give you funding for the recurring amount. Non-recurring mostly people will give. So that, but here whichever things I have taken from the net, it is mentioned 15. It doesn't mean that total 15 they are providing. Next. Next is the travel grant. So travel grant, like I also got one opportunity for travel grant. I told I went to Macau, China, for 10 con. So totally it was funded by SERB board, Science and Engineering Research Board. So travel grant, the most important thing is you have to apply when is your conference before the date of 3 month, 3 month before only you have to apply, then you will get. And then getting and non getting depends on what type of conference it is. If the conference is of Asian, like TenCon is a very important conference for the Asian country. Okay, so it will happen. This time it was happen in Kerala, in India, but every time it will in Singapore, in China. It depends on Asian country. So which the standard of the conference first they will decide, and then you have to fill your previous paper. What type of research publication you are having? Based on that, they will fund you, and total funding they will. I will tell my example, own example. First you have to see estimate, and only you have to book from the Indian Airlines because it is government of India. Then you have to go to the office, Indian Airlines office, and you have to take the quotation that I want to fly from in Bangalore to China. It was Macau. So how to go there? Then you see that okay, from here to Hong Kong, and Hong Kong to by by sea you have to go. For that also splitted they have, they will give you a CRB board complete from end point to end point and return back. Complete thing after taking the quotation, you have to send to the AICT office and they will verify, and then they will give you the complete funding. Okay, but only thing is that we can't travel by the private airlines, because this all are our tax money. Then next is the Project Center for Technical Education. So project center is also very new things actually. So they are telling that if project center we will establish in our college for final year student, for final stage, we can ask for the funding, and the funding is actually very high, 50 lakh. See that eligibility every college will have. See, institute, university, department must be in existence for at least 5 years. All the colleges are more than 5 years. Then project center should have, area of at least 1,000 square feet. That and all will be there. Should be located near a machine shop, a tool room having a carpet area of. So these are the eligibility criteria to apply for the funding. And if each and every criteria is fulfilled, then easily you can able to get the maximum funding. See, again I'm telling maximum funding, it doesn't mean that by writing your proposal they will fund totally 50. By seeing, and even you will also write a little less, maybe how much how many students are there, how many project they are doing, and what and all components, whatever the price cost analysis you will do. And if you want to write for 20 lakh, they will fund you 20 lakh, or then again they will evaluate maximum time. What is my experience, because I already finished 6 project, they are giving fund only for the equipment, for the non-recurring like printer and other things. Nowadays they are not very happy, which will make your college infrastructure, uh, table chair and you can't write only. But printer people were giving before. Now they want, okay, if you will ask for interrogator, they will give. Optical spectrum analyzer, they will give. Okay, but if you want for the thing which college should provide, now I observe that they are doing the cost cutting there for the basic infrastructure. Infrastructure is there, then only they are funding you. So infrastructure you can't ask from the funding agency. Very clear cut, it is written in the guideline terms and condition. Okay. Then visiting professor. Visiting professor also they are giving, and for this age limit is also very high, 70, I think 75-year age. So it aims at supplement and providing expertise to teaching research in those area in which host institution do not have the expertise. So eminent scholars holding the post of professor shall be considered for appointment as visiting professor. So if you will call someone, you can write to the AICT that in this particular area, no expertise in our college. So we want to call some retired professor or the person who is working somewhere. He will come per week, 1 day or 2 days. He will take the class for either for research or for teaching, so that AICT will also fund. How much funding will be there? You can see that below down. Age limit is 70 years. Okay, and they have written eligibility, AICT approved institution. The awardee must be a professor scientist from a reputed institute. See, for everything, actually, if you are not for reputed institute also, I am okay. Oxford is also very reputed, but compared to IIT, IISc, and NIT, obviously not, right? Then also, I am actually, I can say, when I was going for review in Indian Institute of Science for Naval Research Board, what I observed that people were coming same time, same row. We were sitting, me and next to me IIT, next to me only IIT Madras person was sitting, next to that person NIT Suratkal. So what I am telling, funding agency, at least I am observing, they are not differentiating between the private college and because your H index will speak. Only thing is that if you are publishing quality paper, one is quantity paper. No, now you have to think about quality paper. Enough quantity paper you have done. Only Scopus is only for the PhD people who are only want to finish the PhD. Let them do. But if you want to write a proposal, and if you want to grow in your career, you have to go for SCI index. DST will not allow you. They have written very clear cut. Just now, I have submitted one Indo-Asian funding with Malaysia. So what happened? They have written that how many SCI index paper you have. So paper should be very high index. Science citation index paper, IEEE transaction, Elsevier, which all are free journal, and it will take one paper will take 7-8 month time. If you do not have those type of paper, if you do not have quality paper, if you do not have patent, then it is very difficult. If you will, how good you have written, but little bit, they will check this. And it is, that is why my advice to all of you that uh, we should not think that we are not from IISc or IIT. If our research I10 index or H index is good, then it matters. That I can say with my own experience. So total funding for the visiting professor is 50,000 per annum, up to 1 lakh per annum for the host institution. So people can go for this. Next is for four new scheme AICT has launched. So these are the share and mentor institution. Recently, it was there in the newspaper. I saw actually. So nearby institution, actually, they are telling that one institute will be mentor and other will be the mentees. So they are coming and they are taking the help. So hub will be there. For that, up to maximum 50 lakh AICT is giving the fund. Then adjunct faculty. So one of the key objective is to have a strong and robust collaboration between the educational institution and industry. The guideline seeks to encourage quality involvement of academician, scholars, practitioner, and policy makers in teaching, research, and related services on a regular basis. It means adjunct faculty nowadays, many colleges should have, they're asking that in NAC and all, maybe they're asking, so how many adjunct faculty you have? So college has to pay the money. But if we will apply for adjunct faculty by showing the this profile person we are interested to, he will come and he will take the class, and this person, based on that, we may get the adjunct faculty. And the duration of projects are for 1 semester, and funding is 6 lakh. So within 6 lakh we can pay him. If he is interested for research work, some basic infrastructure also we can provide in that 6 lakh rupees funding. So this is also very good. This and all are newly they have launched. Now, trainee teacher scheme. So in this, what they are doing? They are doing the scheme attracting bright undergraduate and postgraduate student to teaching profession by providing MTech PhD fellowship. See, before, for fellowship they were not giving. They were giving only in the form of GRF SRF. GRF SRF they are giving by gate. If you are gate qualified, they are giving. Now they are telling you can also apply for providing the MTech and PhD fellowship and assure job for advancing their professional growth by giving scholarship. And duration of project is 3 years with maximum funding of 2.5 lakh. So we should try this four newly launched scheme by AICTE. This latest they have launched. Then Unnat Bharat Abhiyan, this also they have done. This is inspired by vision of transformational change. So if rural development, we are delivering the knowledge institution, some institute will adopt the rural village, and for that, to do some enhancement, the maximum funding is for the 5 lakh. So this practice also started by many colleges, and the points are also there in the good practices for NBA, NAC, and other grading system. So this is the AICT. So till now I was talking only about AICT. You can see only AICT is giving this much grant. Now coming to the CSIR. CSIR again, they are giving travel grant is there, foreign travel grant. Foreign travel grant again, only such type of conference which are listed, which are indexed. All IEEE conference, all IEEE conference which are very high level conference are there. Global, Globecom and like this type of conference are there. Then it is listed under the CSIR. It is there. Then symposium grant is there. Then Santi Swarup Bhatnagar Award will be given by the professor. My professor got in BHU, Banaras Hindu University. They got Santi Swarup Bhatnagar because from distilled water, they started that Jamana, the motorcycle. So if some big achievement any professor will do, then it is a very prestigious award, Santi Swarup Bhatnagar Award for Science and Technology. And then research grant is there, CSIR program on youth for leadership. So this many grant is there. Then CSIR research grant. So this many grants people know that UGC. UGC again, when I was going to Japan, even I tried for UGC, I got UGC travel grant, but I was late little. Before one only we should get. I tried for WI, IEEE. So when I got WI, IEEE, Women in Engineering, then I left that. I have not processed further, but it was they were ready to give because conference was there in Japan Sendai. It was IEEE HTA. IEEE HTA means IEEE Humanitarian Technology Activity. Any conference which is that time tsunami came. I think it was 2013. I went to Sendai, Japan. So what happened? The conference was based on the water crisis. The topic was the water. So my paper was in water analysis, impurity analysis. Because of tsunami, their drinking water was mixed with the impurity. So on that paper was selected, and then I was surprised that many funding agencies were ready to give me travel grant that time. That time even V2 was also giving the travel grant up to 15,000. So good, at least some amount we were getting. WI will give. And but only thing is that conference should be very standard. If the conference is not up to that mark, then really it is difficult for the apply for the travel grant. So UGC will also give, you can see that state level conference, if you want to conduct the conference, if you want to uh, conduct international conference in your college, workshop, you can write to UGC. Then this good cost, this will also giving the minor research project, which is very less amount, but yeah, you can apply for this also for the student level. Now, up to here, I was talking about quickly. Now, I think 20 minutes is there. Within that, I will finish writing proposal with a logical framework. So, first of all, proposal writing. Now, your proposal is important document. Donor. Donor means who are giving the funding agency are known as donor. Okay. So, all funding agency will give the fund, so they are donor, will decide to finance your project or not. Okay. Any proposal should show thoughtful planning. So what do you mean by thoughtful planning? And what is the pre-planning? So you have to do the pre-planning and stakeholder analysis. So look at possible funding and local resource. So what is the meaning of this? Possible funding. Suppose if you are applying for Naval Research Board, suppose NRB, you are applying. There are NRB, ARB.
ದಿನ ಓಡಾಡ್ತಿರೋದು ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ.
So Naval Research Board you are applying, and you are writing about Please mute your mic, all of you.
ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟು ದಪ್ಪಾಗೇನೋ ಜೋತಿರಲ್ಲ.
All of you, please mute your mic.
ಒಳ್ಳೆ ವಯಸ್ಸು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ದಪ್ಪ ಕಚ್ಚಾಡೋರು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ.
So when you are applying for which funding agency, you have to write the proposal accordingly. So for Naval Research Board, you have to write in naval platform. You can't write the proposal which is not related to the Navy, which is related to the air. Then you go for ARB. So you have to look the possible funding. And now, see this. This is very important. Identify the project area. Your pre-planning should have pointed to an approach that fit into this model. What is this? Community demand. What is the demand of the community? What our society want? Need identified by expert. Then available resources. I will give an example of my own ICMR. I got funding in 2018 for Indian Council of Medical Research. What actually I told, Many handicapped people are there, which whose hand is cut, right hand is only not there. How they will move the mouse? How they will use the computer? Because hand is only not there. Then how? At least they can move the cursor, they can move the mouse, then they will earn some money at least. So that is the community demand and need is there. So I have developed one specs. By wearing that specs, you, if you want to move the cursor left, then you have to move your head left. If you want to go up, you move your head up and down. So in this way, cursor movement and click option was there. So only for that, such a small work, cursor movement is happening and clicking action is happening. Left click mouse and right click mouse. We got the funding because when we went to Delhi to give the presentation, then that time I have shown it was a small project. It was a like a not like a product. How it was totally big project was there, which was done by our B final year student. You can imagine. So that project only I dream that it will be one day will come that it will be so small that you can just use in a specs. The thing is, so vision should be there, that such a big where microcontroller was there and so many wires were there. Zigbee was there. Any product you saw Zigbee? Now which I have made, only one specs is there. No Zigbee, no microcontroller, nothing is seen. Everything is small SMD we have done, and it went inside the specs only. 3D printer we have purchased out of that funding. In 3D printer model we have designed the frame. And so what actually I'm telling, why we got the funding? Because community demand was there. Yes, we want this type of specs. Need for there. Why need was there? Many road accident or many other things. Parkinson people, they are losing the hand. They cannot have control over hand so that they can move the mouse. So this type of project idea is important. So identify the project idea that required your pre-planning. So good idea. Make sure there is a genuine problem that you can face it. Two-step approach. First, define your project thoroughly and using a participatory approach. Then adapt your project proposal according to the targeted donor. Very, very important. Donor means who will give you fund. Targeted means for which funding agency you are writing. You are writing for ICMR and you are giving some antenna design. How it will work? ICMR is for the medical. So you can't write anything which is not related to medical, which is not related to biomedical healthcare. That is why here it is known as targeted. Okay. So you have to write according to the targeted donor. Okay. Then use the logical framework, a tool to design a project in a systematic and logical way. How? You see here, writing the proposal. Okay. Now you start writing. How to write? Next, find the right funding source. First you have to find. Now our funding source is AICTE, because 30th November is the last date. So this is, you have find out the funding source. Okay. Which donor has a target compatible with your project? You have to see. You, if you are having background of optical sensor, then which donor? If it will not, like in AICT last, if you will fill online, last para they are asking what you are going to deliver. At the end you have to deliver something. But in my domain, where I am doing research, one area SPR, surface plasmonic resonance, suppose only we are doing modeling and simulation, means we are not eligible to write. Then the last paragraph of AICT RPS, what I will write? I can't write na. Simulation, no, simulation is not there. So you have to choose the which donor has a target compatible with your project. Then I should write for DST, who are giving for mathematical. There are in SERB board, Science and Engineering Research Board, many fund are there for theoretical research. For that, my SPR is best. So I have to write for that. This is what I mean to say. Which donor has a target compatible with your project? What are your potential donor preferences? You have to see when you will apply for anything. They will write the main comment. What theme area? theme. Now all the theme area is COVID. When I applied for Indo-Asian project funding, I applied on COVID. It was not my choice. It was their choice. They told, no, you have to apply for COVID. So that is the potential donor preference we have to see. Next is, how does each donor evaluate project proposal? Are you likely to be selected? See, this is very, very important. If I will come to know before only, no, 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 I will not be selected, then no need to apply. Why to waste your time, energy? No need. Then leave it. Next, some of the funding is interested for female only. So if they are interested for female only, why male people will apply? Okay, those things you have to take care. So you have to remember this. Everybody know that. So no need to talk about this. Okay, when project area is well through, this is just a gyan, nothing else. Yeah. Then you have to write a package your project into an attractive proposal. First you have to do the background, means background survey you have to do. Okay, for example, I told for ICMR project, I have done background. Background what and all I did, I saw, okay, right now in market, what are the cursor movement sensor are available, all those things, how much it cost, all those things I have downloaded, and I have make a file, I have wrote, see, look, this is $500, this is $300, this much, and still people are not using because of high cost, and these are the problem, these are the lacuna. So background study is important. Next is the problem. Then what is the problem of that background? Then what solution you are going to give? What solution you are going to give? For example, I told that all those things required internet facility. If we want, if internet is not there, it means that you can't move the cursor. Okay, it is not like that. Somebody want to do the data entry work, and you want to use the, just you want a mouse movement, then which solution I gave, it will work out. So how I have given the solution, so that depend. And sustainable, it means for how many years it will run, how much cost, all those things will come under this sustainable. So this 4 points very, very important before writing the proposal. If you are not finding background, if you do not find in existing product any problem is there, then you can't give the solution. And if you will not give the solution, then how you will get the funding, how you will attract the funding agency. Next, ensure matchup between problem, outcomes, and means. This is called internal coherence. So, what is the problem and what is the outcomes? Okay, outcomes was in my ICMR project, like outcomes was was a specs. I have made one specs, in just only one specs, nothing else you should carry, and one dongle. One dongle means in your laptop you have to communicate, because through dongle only it was communicating. Okay, Bluetooth was there in the dongle. Okay, somebody will insert that dongle, or forever you insert the dongle. Somebody will insert and leave it. Whenever you want, you just use the specs. So that was the outcomes and the means. Many donors want a logical framework approach. Now, checklist. Package your project into an attractive. So, what and all you should do finally. Don't leave a problem unsolved. Already, you in literature survey, you are telling these are the problem, these are the lacuna. So, don't leave the. Then you give the solution. You are not giving the solution. Only you are telling the problem. So, you have to identify. Now, don't identify outcome that do not correspond to a problem. That outcomes you cannot. Like in my RPS AICT, I will tell AICT RPS I got that got sanctioned to me. So what happened? I am telling, I have written on the Indian Railway. So in Indian Railway, many times you have seen that same platform, two train is coming. How to identify? Who will tell? Okay, and many mechanism they have done, Indian Railway people. Then also accident is happening. Then next was the flat wheel. Wheel will become flat. So derailment will happen. How to find out how many coaches, which particular coach is having the flat wheel? Identify that particular flat wheel and remove it. So these are the problems were there, and what was the solution that we have given. So very clear cut, my objective was well defined. I want to solve this problem. So we told that structural health monitoring of rail wheel. Rail means on the railway track, and wheel, the wheel of the train. So this was uh, the objective. Okay, so 3 4 objective we have defined. Then one objective was in one coach fire caught, other coach people do not know. If any friend is there, then only they will call, yeah, yeah, in this coach, look, fire caught, so it will spread now. How they will come to know? Other people are there, we do not know. So how to inform to other. So that also temperature sensor we are trying to develop, which will go throughout the railway, throughout the train. So these type of research will be well appreciated. Okay, so don't propose activities that are not related to problem and outcomes. You have proposed some of the activity which are not related to your problem. Means when you are writing the research and you are telling that these are the literature survey, these are the problem, so that problem only you try to solve. Some activity you have written methodology which is not at all related to the problem solution, then how it will match actually. Okay, so these are the checklist. Then editing and layout. Pay attention to the language. Use simple language. Use future tense. Be concise and logical. Okay, very logical and very small. Avoid spell. All those things people know that spelling mistake and all. Pay attention to the layout presentation. Okay. Now many funding agency will only fund on the writing skill, but some funding agency like Naval Research Board, DRDO, all DRDO, and this time VGST also, they told physically you have to give the presentation. So this time online was there, and because of Corona, so I gave a presentation online, and other side all IAS people were there, and they asked whether clarity is there or not. What you are going to, what you have written for your proposal. So structure. So it should be like executive summary will be there, organization description that our college description we have to write, project background. So what will be the background of the project? Statement for railway, for example, railway project I told. Okay, so now you will not find anywhere what I am going to use actually fiber brag grating. Already we are working in this, and already in IAS even startup company is there who are working towards this, and already Indian Railway has given them for Yelahanka railway station, and I am a part of that project, so I visited many times. So for Rajdhani train and for Prasanti Express, they have given the data also. Means train will go, and optical sensor is there inside. Nothing will happen. Nothing will harm to the passenger of that train. So already before I have written the proposal, I was having this idea that okay, I have seen that how train passes, train passed, and we have taken the reading in interrogator. So we know that what type of waveform is coming. Already you should have the background, project background. Then if you will write, you may get chance to get sanction. So you have to continuously work towards the research. You should have passion for this. Forcibly you can't do actually. Then budget, you have to write for the budget. Okay, budget you have to give attention only on the, to write more towards the non-recurring, which will be stayed in the institution for coming generation. Then monitoring and evaluation and sustainability, these all points should be there. So now what, then before I told these are the point. Now one by one, fast I will go. What is you mean by executive summary? Executive summary means why it is important. In the first part, that is read. Sometimes the only part that is read is like, means some people will, some funding agency will see that summary only summary they will read, and they will sanction you. Okay, so it is very important, I mean to say, what is the summary of your project. Then what do you propose to do? Where you will do? Why you will do? For whom you will do? All those answers should be clear within one paragraph of summary. Okay, you are doing for handicapped person whose hand is not there. You are developing the one specs. Why? Because road accident is happening, because of Parkinson disease, because of many other disease. Hand is not in a position to move the cursor. ICMR fund which I got. So you should have the answer for this. Then write it last, do it carefully, all executive summary. Okay, cut and paste is not there. Now people are doing all the funding agency nowadays, they are doing the plagiarism check. Okay, so why it is important? Purpose you have to give, and the tips, it should not be too long. And content means you presentation of the organization. So presentation of organization, no need to tell. Organization people will fill all how many courses you are running and all those things. By default it will be done. Then project background you have to means literature survey. Okay, starting only your principal sir told very nicely that literature survey is very important. I was very happy that he was talking about literature survey. So here also the complete things will be filled by literature survey. Then the project background, that's what and all other people have done, and how you are making the difference, how your project will benefit to the existing system. These are the tips. Why it is important? It is important, you see, that what is the goal and objective, which is very very important. Unless donor are convinced that there is a real problem, they will not agree to pay for our project. So this is the real problem. Whatever till now I have got the funded project, everywhere real problem was there. So because of real problem only I got. Last time 2012-13 when I got VGST, a real problem I have given. Real problem was that I told that Bangalore is a hub of the computer, and all the data are in IPv4, because starting all the system is 32-bit processor. Now it is 64-bit processor. Whatever you are purchasing, 64-bit. How to safely send the data from the 32-bit to 64-bit processor? So that they have funded me. And then I gave the answer also within 3 minutes. 3 minute 3 minute manual command you give. That was my finding. So you can give an employment to one person, only 3 minute manual command, and your data will be very fast speed, it will transfer, which I did experimentally by using optical network. In my college it is there, and Cisco router I purchased in 2013-14. So it should be relevant to the this. Then goal and objective. Okay, scope and size of the problem you have to decide. This and all people know. Okay, goal will be overall long term goal. So what will happen with this in future also, you have to write. Then objective should be very smart. Okay, so what will the beneficiaries, who will be benefit will get. And proposed methodology, very clear cut you have to write methodology, how you will do. Who will be your company partner? Now people are asking what will be the risk. Everything you have to spell out starting only. And the partner you have to show. If company partner is there before writing the proposal, then chances are more. Then project implementation, where you will implement. Like people ask me after getting the specs, whom you are going to test. I told that Oxford is having medical college, so rehabilitation center is there. We will go there and we will use on the person who is having Parkinson or who is not having hand, and you try. So we have to write before only, in proposal stage only. Then activities, what will be done, how and by whom. And this is the time. So how you will give the activity, means first activity, second, starting to the ending, how you will finish it off. Risk factor. Human resources means, like in ICMR funding, they have given one scholar research assistant, and they were only paying 31,000 to that. For that minimum qualification was MTech, and I hired for 2 years. It was there. And now the budget explanation, budget spreadsheet is very carefully you have to fill, which already I told. Non-recurring you have to give more stress. And then sustainability, so you have to do the monitoring, evaluation, and sustainability further, why it is important, socio-cultural sustainability, all you have to write. And annexer, finally if any glossary you are using, abbreviation, or somebody is using map. So these are the, and then finally this cover letter college will write, proposal, this and all is very over. So I think timely I finished. So thanks. I think I will stop here with this. Thank you very much.
Participants, if you have any queries, you can please discuss with the madam.
Query will come when they will write. I think definitely query will come. So I am available. Anybody can mail me. Anybody can write me. I am happy to help. Anyone
The
may be
madam has
interested.
given the mail ID. You can also discuss with her through the mail. If you have any queries, you can please discuss. You can unmute your microphones and you can please discuss. If not, we'll conclude the session. It was really a great presentation, madam. It was very informative and it is really helpful for all faculties to write the projects, for research students to write their projects. And thank you. Thank you for the participants even. Yeah.
Thank you.
Before concluding this webinar, we must thank for all who supported for this webinar. Okay. First and foremost, I would like to thank our beloved principal, Dr. H.P. Ravindra, for always being with us and for encouraging us to do these type of events. And I would take chance to thank our respected speaker, Dr. Preetha Sharan from Oxford College of Engineering, Bangalore, for being a part of this event. He had given a glimpse of the projects which are the funding agencies are there, just like private and government funding agencies. I think private agencies, Infosys, and also he gave a different funding agencies and how to apply and eligibility criteria, how much the fund limit is there, all those things he discussed. And industry institute partnership cell, and also he discussed about the traveling grant, how to apply it, what are the eligibility things, and also he had given a glimpse on the project center for technical education, and also about the visiting professorship and adjunct faculties, trainee teacher scheme for the young teachers that are not attract for the teaching fraternity for UG and PG students. And also it told about the other funding agencies, CSIR and UGC. And at last, he told about how to write a project proposal, what are the things it must consist. Thank you, madam, for this things you have given for our participants. Now, I would also take a chance to thank our TechIP coordinator, Dr. B. Dinesh Prabhu, for being with us. Thank you, sir. I would also thank our Dean Research, Dr. Mainawati Madam, for being with us. Thank you, madam. Last but not the least, I would like to thank our participants from various colleges across the country for making this event more gracious. Thank you, everyone who supported directly and indirectly. Thank you, madam. Thank you, madam.